Hey, how we doing? Yeah, so I completely had this message for this video a couple days ago, and I went out. I was in the city, New York, Queens, and I went out and I tried to do the video, and in reality, I couldn't even do it. So if there's anything interesting from the video, from the Queens take, we're gonna go ahead and let you guys get that now. Been in New York like 6 weeks now. Really haven't felt the desire to make a video, and tonight here we are. We're gonna talk about the eternal self. So basically, once you come to terms with the fact that you are a spirit manifested in this physical body that stretches down from a much larger light source that can be known as the soul, and this whole cycle of reincarnation begins, this whole cycle of life, another life after the death, through various kinds of forms of consciousness that you could have actually experienced throughout this chain and cycle of events of life and death. And the fact that being consciously aware of this, you realize even in this specific limited life, you exist infinitely. And so that infinite existence really just gives you the ability to be like, I have nothing to lose. I have only life to live. I might as well live it. I should be living it with force and integrity, and I should be manifesting what I wish to manifest. Fucking cities, man. That's probably why. There's like some dude looking out that window now. Now, there's not being said what you just heard, whatever it was. I'm saying this on a whole new page. Like the eternal soul. So that's pretty crazy. What we got here is like the infinite ocean, and it is truly infinite. And so we're on the boat and now into the infinite ocean. Just like ocean and sky there, and that's just so small because it's on this finite planet. And it really connects with what is the eternal soul. So we're looking at this as space. When we get into time, these light fibers, and even the whole hypothesis of time travel through surpassing the speed of light. But where do the light fibers of our soul actually exist? They don't exist here in this space-time vortex that we're currently living in. In this space-time vortex where we are right here, right now, these are light fibers of the spirit. These are borrowed light fibers, borrowed light, borrowed energy that is currently being used by a spirit to empower this body. But this energy is borrowed from your soul that never dies, your soul that goes further than you could ever imagine, that maybe live more lives than you could possibly imagine, within other star systems, all these things that could be fantasy, could be reality. The fact is, I know what I know. You need to know what you know. I'm just here sharing with you some ideas to get you looking harder, looking deeper, looking better. And the more you look, the more you'll find. So we're here. You know we have eternal souls, or whatever. I know I have an eternal soul. I know currently my body's being powered by my spirit. My intent is being powered by the projections my spirit wishes to manifest in this three-dimensional plane, in this material world, in the emotional reality that we all share, we all collectively make. Then we output more love. We output more joy, compassion. We output more positive emotions in this system in which we all are creating and sharing. And other people will have that energy to output those emotions. Some rocky waters. I know, man, this is beautiful. This wind blowing in your face. We got the superstar up there, the sun. I know you guys love him as much as I do. And so imagine that. So imagine your soul is eternal. How many years does that sun have? Like 600 billion now. It's 600 billion years old. They say the Earth's 333 billion. I don't even know. These are probably lowball numbers. It's not eternal. It's borrowed light source. It's borrowed light source from galactic source. In galactic source, you know what? That's probably borrowed light source. So your soul, in essence, is coming from the same light source that the sun is borrowing its spiritual energy, so this whole system can move from. It's coming from there and going to there. And it's existing in this entire transit, this magnificent, this infinite transit of time space in which the soul can let light be borrowed, boom, 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 all across this transit. Come back around, pick it back up again. Life's ending, picking the light back up again. Going around this transit. How big is my soul's orbit? Do I want to know how big my soul orbit is? How many, maybe, bodies it can hold? Could this spiritual me, this Eric Bud here, right here in the flesh, could I be one of maybe like 9 bodies? Like, look at the solar system, has all these different planets. Could I be one of 9 bodies that my soul is holding within its orbit in the light field that it has, and not even be aware of it? Is that stuff happening right now? It could be happening. It could be happening with you. Could I then connect my light fiber into my soul and then experience through another one of those bodies? That could happen, you know? But we got this whole matrix fucking thing set up. Really, I mean, we're here, okay? We're not in like some sort of cryptic tomb being eaten by animals, machines. But as far as the spirit, soul, the light realms go, we got some heavy-duty matrix shit in there. And that's a lot to bypass. It's a lot to get through. This whole astral thing is a lot of deception. There's a whole lot of deception. There's a whole lot of needing to be careful. But that's not to say some of these higher abilities that come from understanding that our infinite presence of light and being able to travel, use our consciousness to travel through the light, which we are, you know, cascaded on a screen of darkness. Everybody's projecting these little lines of light. They're just like everything you see in the universe. You can look up at the stars. I'm outside the city, I can see the stars. So I think I got on a hell of a lot of better points in this video than in the New York video. And I am a strong motherfucker, okay? I constantly have my allies and power animals working for me, throwing up protection grids. I'm charging crystals for protection grids. I'm putting in incantations in the stones for protection grids, stone pyramids. I have that entire building sectioned out and covered in light, sectioned out into different parts, so that us in the basement apartment, we are completely covered in protective light, and not even thought all these thoughts that are running through the stratosphere, and even running in through the wavelengths right on the level of the Earth we're at, fucking up the whole stratosphere, and unreal. They're not getting in, but it's still heavy as hell though, man. You walk out, and it's nearly impossible to keep those fields charged in the midst of millions of people who are agitated and rushing and all this. So whatever, if you love your city, I love you, and I love your city too. And whatever, I mean, I'm like from New York. Most people say you can't, live there and not die there. I'll tell you, sure as hell, if I die there, fucking put "I'm sorry" on my coffin and my cremation boat, and I'll say I'm sorry I failed and I died in New York City. But it's all love, it's all good. And that's the eternal soul. Why don't you meditate on that, on your infiniteness and on your timelessness, and on all the possibilities that opens up to you, to know that your soul goes on an orbit and you can just drop, letting bodies borrow light all over the galaxy, possibly all over the universe. Not likely, so don't get too up on that. Not likely all over the universe. All over the galaxy, orbiting around here, dropping off light, picking it back up. You want to see it? Dropping it off. All that light's in it. It's in one body, one little body that's going on there, going through some sort of life, making changes in a system. Then it's picking that light up, so it's getting all the information that got coded in that life back into it. And then it can drop a mix of how many hundreds of these different information charges it got in another set of light into another body. So just know how infinite and big your soul actually is, and you can call upon that power is always right above you, even if it's on the other side of the galaxy right now, picking up light of dead you. I mean, you're almost, that's the thing, the Dharma, karma, let's get this life right, so you can make your soul happy, and it will like beep out to you, and you can beep back to it, like light flashes. So that's that. Love you guys. Meditate on it, because your soul is infinite and eternal, and the more you know that, the more you can access that. Know it, meditate it, feel it, access it, bring it into your life. Integrate it into your life and use it. Use that power. Use that power to manifest something. Use that power to inspire something. Use that power, that infinite power, that timeless power, and infinite information, knowledge, wisdom, and energy to love, energy to do, energy to do. Infinite, access it, use it, all of that. Love and light from the beautiful Atlantic Ocean. Believe it or not, the water here is warmer than Peruvian waters. I'm right by the equator in Peru. So that's that. That's where we are. Heading out to some sort of island or some shit. Peace.